Hi, everybody. This is Fred Bruin with Remax Parkside Real Estate. It is Friday, June 5th, and I want to share quickly with you what I consider shocking news. The headlines this morning is unexpected, but I think it's quite shocking. Of course, it relates to the jobs report that's been released this morning. So let me get to my slides here. The actual unemployment rate this morning is announced at 13.3%, and that's a significant reduction or downward number, and it's shocking. And the reason I say shocking is because these were the projections coming into this morning. Unemployment rate would be near 20% after this report this morning. That's Goldman Sachs, Steve Ratner, Calculated Risk, Wall Street Journal, all thinking the numbers were going to be extremely high. And the number of claims did climb this week. Another nearly 2 million unemployment claims have been filed this week. But the key factor here, and what is absolutely positive news, is we got 2 weeks in a row where the number of actual people collecting unemployment has declined. That's because they're going back to work. You can see that the number of claims has been climbing ever since, mid-March. And so were the number of people getting benefits, but then trend has changed. It seems to have turned the corner. So the total non-farm payroll employment rose by 2.5 million in May, 2.5 million jobs. And the unemployment rate declined to 13.3%. And that's from the Bureau of Labor Statistics today. 2.5 million new jobs, down, unemployment rate down to 13.3%. The May gain was by far the biggest one-month jobs gain or surge in U.S. history since the end of the Great Depression. I mean, this is shocking news. What sectors are gaining jobs? Well, the guys who took the biggest hit seem to be realizing the biggest gain here, food service and bars. But we're seeing gains in construction, education, and health. Retail is a surprise, and looking pretty good. Hotels, travel industry is still lagging, but hopefully they'll be turning around here pretty quick too. So the unemployment rate, again, 13.3%. That means that 87.7% of people are working. This number has changed, and has changed in the wrong direction. 17% of employers believe their layoff or job losses are permanent. That number is up from about 14%. So this pandemic lockdown stretched out a little bit longer. Maybe some of those jobs that were lost are going to be lost permanently. And just this morning, JCPenney announced they're closing hundreds of stores, including the one here in Paso Robles. Those are jobs that aren't coming back. 75% of job losses are temporary. We talked about that, but these are people who are hiring. Amazon, Walmart, CVS Healthcare, Domino's Pizza, all of these companies realized increased demand as part of the pandemic. Let's clarify a little bit. So the orange is the unemployment rate during the Great Depression, the blue during the COVID-19 recession. Year 1932 versus right now, of course, we know just reported 13.3% unemployment. In 32, it was 23.6. And you can see how it works. In 1933, it was 24.9. We're projecting 9%. 34, 21.7% during the Great Depression. In 22, we're looking at 7.8. Excuse me. And so on. Okay. So the unemployment rate is going to be far less than it was during the Great Depression. Barring a second surge of this COVID-19, the overall U.S. economy may have turned a corner, as evidenced by the surprise job gain today. Even though it still remains to be seen exactly what the new normal will look like. Well, I'm not buying into a new normal, but it is important to say this is just 2 weeks of reporting. Let's hope this trend continues. It does appear like the economy has turned the corner. Okay, well, thank you. It's a very encouraging news this morning. I think I had one more to show you. Let's go to live to the internet and let's see what this is telling us. Of course, the Dow Jones Industrial is reacting positively to the jobs report this morning, up at this moment, looks like 947 points. Let's hope that that continues through the rest of the day. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.